Mayor from the Napoleon, Ohio.
Thank you.
The floor is yours.
Good morning, Chairman Gibbs, Ranking Member Bishop, and members of the subcommittee. My name is Ron Behm, and I am the mayor of the City of Napoleon, Ohio. City of Napoleon is located in northwest Ohio in Congressman Latta's district along the Maumee River. It's your typical small town USA. We're facing challenges similar to others who live in the Midwest with high unemployment, lower salaries, decreasing property values, and rising costs. Using a 10-year comparison of the U.S. Census data, the City of Napoleon has lost nearly 600 residents over the past decade, and the median household income is roughly $2,000 lower than 10 years ago. The median household income for a resident of our community is $35,762. This is significantly lower than the Ohio average of $47,318. Our city is facing other challenges in that we are under findings and orders for our SSOs and CSOs. In 2004, the city came to an agreement with the EPA for a 20-year plan, which requires the city to remove all SSOs from our system and reduce the CSOs to one. The plan was estimated to cost our city $35 million to complete and contains 62 individual projects. As of 2012, the City of Napoleon is on schedule, and we have completed 22 of the 62 projects. So far, we have spent more than $19.5 million. Our city engineer estimates that the total cost of all 62 projects for the 20-year period will cost closer to $100 million. In addition, we now have to spend another $15 million to upgrade our water treatment plant to meet current and near future EPA standards. So the total bill our community of 8,749 residents will receive due to the EPA is approximately $115 million. The City of Napoleon has made efforts to pay for the projects by raising the sewer and water rates. These increases have been added every year but one since 2003. This has doubled the water and sewer rates for our residents and businesses. Of the $19.5 million spent on this project so far, the City of Napoleon has issued debt for $19.4 million. Even though we have doubled our water rates, we're still only able to service the debt and pay for the normal water and sewer operations. Over the next 2 years, our City Council has authorized 2 additional rate increases totaling 20% as suggested by an independent consultant. In 3 years, when it's time to upgrade the water plant, it has been recommended that the city must raise the water rates by an additional 50 to 60%. The concern with increasing taxes and raising rates is that at some point in time you reach a breaking point, a point where the residents and businesses can't afford to pay the rates, but instead are forced to leave our city. I fear that our community is at that breaking point. The bottom line is that we simply can't continue to proceed down this road, a road we have been forced to go down rather than pay fines imposed by the EPA. The Water Infrastructure Finance and Innovation Act, as I understand it, attempts to help communities receive funding. However, the City of Napoleon hasn't had a problem with receiving funds and issuing debt. Our problem is with raising money to pay the debt and the amount of time in which we have to pay. I am familiar with another bill, H.R. 1189, the Clean Water Affordability Act of 2011, sponsored by Congressman Latta, which helps address the problems that the City of Napoleon and so many communities of similar size are facing. H.R. 1189 would help assist municipalities in funding projects for wastewater treatment and extend repayment periods to 30 years of the design life of the project. This would have been helpful with our equalization basin, which cost the city $8.85 million to build, has an estimated life of 30 to 40 years, but we could only receive funding for 20 years. H.R. 1189 also requires states to put aside 15% of funds for assistance to municipalities of fewer than 10,000 residents that meet specified affordability criteria. It also requires states to establish affordability criteria to help identify those in greatest need. The City of Napoleon needs assistance if we are expected to continue to meet the mandates we have been saddled with. This is an issue that is shared by all residents regardless of their political positions and beliefs. That is why I'm hoping Congress will come to an agreement which will help cities in similar situations to that of the City of Napoleon. I appreciate the opportunity to provide the subcommittee with the local government perspective on this important issue, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Ms.